Hey everybody, this is Anthony DiClementi. It's a beautiful night in Chicago and I'm so excited to be here sharing this information. We've got an awesome presentation, and in today's presentation I'm going to be sharing 3 of my best kept secrets that are going to help you lose 10 or more pounds of unwanted body fat and keep it off for good. And this presentation is specifically for men and women over the age of 30 that have struggled with diet resistant, hard to lose weight, and health issues that may be holding you back and keeping you stuck. So I've got some cool stuff coming up at the end of this presentation as well, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Here's what we've got. If you stick around to the end, I'm going to be giving you my 3 favorite supplements to fire up your metabolism. These are supplements that I use when I'm going on vacations or getting ready for photo shoots to look my best. My clients love them, and you're going to love them too. You're also going to get one of my free reports on how to get thicker, more beautiful hair, skin, and nails. So if you're looking to, as we age, a lot of times our hair thins, our skin becomes less elastic, and this information is going to help you deal with all of that so that you look more youthful and you have thicker, more beautiful hair, skin, and nails. You're also going to get a free report on how to slash pounds of fat and build rock-solid lean muscle at the same time. One of the biggest challenges is we're either building muscle or burning fat. It's really challenging to do both at the same time. And this information is the key to doing both so that you're able to recompose your body, so that you're able to get more defined, build that attractive toned physique. Because as you probably know, muscle burns fat. Muscle burns roughly 6 times more calories than fat. So the key to getting the type of physique and ultimately the health that you want, because muscle also plays a key role in our metabolic health and our ability to maintain insulin sensitivity and essentially convert carbohydrates and sugar into fuel as opposed to storing them as fat. The key is to burn fat and build rock-solid lean muscle at the same time, and this information is going to help you do that. You're also going to get a scientifically proven way to increase your body's most powerful anti-aging hormone, HGH, by 1,300% in women and 2,000% in men. Now, I know that may sound crazy, but that is based on a new double-blind scientific study, and I'm going to share that study with you along with how you can implement and incorporate if into your life. So I hope you're excited. I am too. Just to make sure, because we've had some audio issues in the past, if you guys can hear me, you should see a questions box there. Pull up the questions box and just give me a shout. Let me know you can hear me and that this is all coming through loud and clear. And I'm curious, we've got a lot of people on the line. Where's everybody tuning in from? So pull up that questions box. Let me know you can hear me and share where you're from. I'm curious. I really want to know. Okay, we've got Tammy from Nova Scotia. We've got Denise from Palm Springs, Mike from Arizona. Welcome, guys. Awesome to have you on. We've got Jenny from Maine. We've got Carolyn from France. Ellen from San Diego. Welcome, Ellen. Thanks for joining us, guys. Okay, cool. So it sounds like you guys can hear me. We've got a lot of people still coming in, so we'll let them join us as we get rocking. But let's dive into this information. All right, so first, please shut down your email, put your phone away, close Facebook, and grab a pen and paper because you're going to want to take a lot of notes. We've got a lot of information to cover, and it's a lot of things that you're going to want to be able to look back on and implement into your life. There we go. All right, so first, before I can help you get to where you want to be, we have to get crystal clear on where you're at today. So in these photos, you've got pictures of men on the left and women on the right, and each photo represents a different body fat percentage. So I'd like you to look at those photos, and based on the way that you look right now today, pick the photo that most closely represents your current body fat percentage. And when you've got that body fat percentage, write it down and then share it in the questions box. I want to know. All right, Dan says 25. Mary says 45. Judy says 40. Kathy says 30. Eric says 35 to 40. Okay, cool. And we got a bunch more coming in. We'll keep sharing. As the faster you guys respond, the more I'll be able to share and respond to you directly. I love having interaction on these because then it doesn't feel like just me talking. It's us just hanging out and sharing some cool stuff. All right, nice. So now the question is, where do you want to be? So now that you have an idea of where you're at today, The next question is, where do you want to be 60 days from today? So using those same reference photos, what I want you to do is I want you to take a circle and circle that number that you just wrote down and then put a big X through it and cross it out. And then I want you to use these reference photos to write down where you want to be 60 days from today. So if you knew that you had all the information that you needed to lose weight, build lean muscle, look and feel the way that you want to look and feel, where would you want to be? Mike says 9%, just under 10%. Kathy says 17%. Mary says 25%. Judy says 40%. Erica says 30 to 35%. Dave says 20% or below. Anything's better. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Great job. So now let's dive into the secrets. Well, okay, first I want to give you guys a hint about some of these things. You've probably focused on diet and exercise. Most of us do. When I first got into this, diet and exercise were the only two modalities that our training programs addressed. And what's holding you back from getting the results that you've been after? You've probably tried a few diets, you've probably tried a number of different exercise programs, and you may have not gotten the results that you want. And the reason is that it's probably not just dieting and exercise that's holding you back. At least it wasn't for me. So you can see some of my before pictures on the left where I was kind of struggling with this stuff, and I'll go into more of the specific health struggles I dealt with. And then after on the right, I didn't have a six-pack until I was in my late 20s. And up until that point, I was always in okay shape, decent shape, and that's playing soccer in college at the University of Illinois and on the club team, and all throughout my life playing sports and being really physically active. I still never had a six-pack. And it wasn't until I got this stuff figured out and addressed issues that go far beyond just dieting and exercise that everything came together for me, that my energy went to the next level, that I was able to build lean muscle faster and easier than ever before, and that the fat came off with a lot less effort than at any time before, even when I was much younger and my hormones were at more youthful levels. So let me ask you a couple questions. Have you ever lost weight just to gain it right back? Do you feel like your body is aging too fast, or do you feel like you're diet resistant, like you've tried a bunch of different diets and for whatever reason they just don't work for you? Do you deal with stomach or digestive trouble, anything ranging from gas, bloating, diarrhea, constipation? Do you feel bloated or swollen? Have you noticed edema, swelling of the ankles or feet? Your face sometimes looks more defined than others. Sometimes it's bloated. Sometimes you feel like you look healthy and much thinner and more attractive. Do you deal with brain fog, mood swings, anxiety or stress? Acne, rashes, eczema, psoriasis, skin conditions, body aches and pains, joint pain, low back pain? Poor sleep, insomnia. If you deal with any of these, just give me a yes in the questions box. I'm already seeing some yeses come in, but yeah, I want to keep this interactive. So poor sleep, insomnia, or feeling like you're exhausted all the time, but when you get in bed, you can't actually fall asleep. Low energy and fatigue. You work hard during the day, you do your job, you come home, you want to work out, but then by the time you get home, all you have energy to do is sit on the couch and watch TV and crash. All of those are signs that you need this information and that there may be more going on than appears on the surface. And that's why it's so important for us to address these other elements that go beyond just diet and exercise. So here's why you should listen to me, right? I'm a human guinea pig. I have a background as a certified nutrition specialist and a certified personal trainer with the National Council of Strength and Fitness. I've been recognized as an international body transformation expert. I'm an extreme biohacker. I'm always looking for ways to rapidly upgrade the human body and mind. What is going to get you the fastest results in the least amount of time with the least amount of effort? And as many of my clients say, I'm the answer to their prayers. We've had clients with all sorts of different struggles. Most people come in wanting to lose weight, and that's our secret power, is helping people that have struggled to lose weight for years, sometimes decades, help them get results. But it also goes so far beyond that, because our health isn't just about the way that our body looks. Our health is about how we feel, the way that we wake up in the morning, our mood, our brain function, and we help you to optimize all of those things so that you look, you feel, you perform your best, so you wake up in the morning and you're excited to jump out of bed and you're living your best life. That's what this is all about, right? Okay, cool. So today I work with world-class athletes, models, physique competitors, corporations, and soccer moms. And all these people are clients that we've worked with, ranging from different models to Fortune 500 companies like Groupon. Ella Master, she's a professional soccer player. Kathleen Knight, she was a Division I swimmer, and many, many more. I've also become known as a health and fitness expert to the health and fitness experts. Many people who have best-selling programs, who have become internationally recognized experts themselves in this stuff, now come to me because of our unique approach to that also incorporates functional medicine and stress management and sleep in addition to nutrition and exercise. So we help restore the body's natural ability to heal itself. And so often when people are just focused on the foods they're putting in their body or the exercise programs that they're doing, they're missing such a huge part of the pie. And I've been fortunate and blessed enough to be able to have helped a lot of people with these issues, and these are people that are experts themselves. They now come to me and refer other experts when they hit sticking points and either need help for their own in their own personal lives, or they have clients that have gone through their programs and had some success but hit a sticking point or need someone that can guide them through those challenges and take them by the hand and walk them through it step by step. So that is now what we do. My mission is to eradicate obesity and uplift humanity by empowering 100 million people to live happier and healthier lives. I know 100 million may sound like a massive number, but this is what helped put it in perspective for me, and you're going to get a laugh out of this. So I was on YouTube the other day, and this Justin Bieber music video featuring Ludacris has 1.1 billion views, 11 times our goal. So if our goal is to reach 100 million people, and Justin Bieber is able to get 1.1 billion views in just one of his many music videos, it makes it feel a lot more attainable, especially because I've got plenty of years ahead of me before I croak, and this is something that I'd like you to help with too. I want to work together to transform your life and get you the results you want so that you can't wait to tell other people about this and can't wait to help other people and share your experience and what you've learned. Like, that's one of the coolest things about this is when I work with a client and they tell me about the positive ripple effect that it's having on the other people in their life. Like just the other day, I work with a few select one-on-one clients still in Chicago, and these are often people that are really close to me or have issues that they just can't get help with, but that they really deserve to have fixed. And one of my clients, who's now also a good friend, I work with him a couple times a week to help him with back pain. He's had chronic debilitating back pain, and we were in the elevator the other day, and he was telling me that his brother has now decided to start losing weight and getting healthier. His brother's dealt with depression. He's been on lots of different medications. And my client has been guiding him in terms of what to do based on just the things that he's picked up from us working together. And this is someone that we focus mostly on the physical rehabilitation side of things, but we've also built a supplement protocol for him that's geared around his unique needs and helping reduce his pain. But he's learned so much in the process that he's now helping his brother and guiding him into making this change in his life. So that's pretty cool and something that I would like us to be able to do together. And that's really how we're going to be able to reach 100 million people. It's not going to be me coaching everybody one-on-one, that's for sure, right? Okay, so after doing this for 10 plus years, I've discovered the hard way. And the good news is you get to cheat and get it the easy way. Now, when I say I discovered the hard way, we'll go into this a little bit more, but I got really, really sick. I dealt with my own health crisis, and that's what made me realize when my approach had previously been to get more and more strict with my diet and to work out harder. And I realized quickly that that doesn't solve every issue, because it reached a certain point where when I was sick, I couldn't possibly have eaten healthier. I couldn't possibly have worked out. I tried different workouts. I tried intense workouts. I tried low intensity exercises. I tried yoga. I tried everything. And it didn't matter what I was doing in terms of exercise modalities or in terms of nutritional approaches, I wasn't getting better. And it wasn't until I started incorporating some of the healing practices that we now weave into our programs that my body started to I started to improve, that I restored my body's natural ability to heal itself, and I saw things start trending back in a positive direction. And that's what I want for you. So we're going to cover some of those secrets here. But first, let's cover a few of the signs that you may not be as healthy as you think you are. So if you identify with any of these, give me a yes in the questions box. So if you drag throughout the day, if you sleep poorly, if you snore consistently, if you can't drag yourself out of bed in the mornings, if you injure yourself frequently, if normal physical exertion leaves you winded, if you can run a marathon but you struggle with pull-ups, if you have low or no libido, if you have acne, psoriasis, skin conditions, eczema, rosacea, dark circles under your eyes, sudden intolerances or sensitivities to food, you notice for whatever reason after eating meals, certain meals, whether you've connected it to certain foods or not, sometimes after meals, if you notice yourself feeling tired, lethargic, brain fog, your mood, you get kind of moody, irritable, depressed, any of those things are signs that you may not be as healthy as you think you are, and these are issues that need to be addressed, and I'm going to help you address those. So on a big picture level, here's what's going on. We're getting fatter and we're aging faster than normal. Right now, if you look, 2/3 of the U.S. population is overweight and obese compared to just 37% worldwide. And then with children, 29% of kids in the U.S. are overweight and obese compared to just 14% worldwide. So what's going on? Well, for one thing, 70% of the calories in the American diet now come from just 5 foods, and that's flour, sugar, industrial seed oils like vegetable oils, canola oil, corn oil, soybean oil, commercial dairy products, and alcohol. So we're not seeing an epidemic of disease because all of these people are eating too many bananas and sweet potatoes. We're experiencing epidemic levels of obesity, diabetes, heart disease, cancer because people are eating junk, and they're eating foods that they think are healthy that really aren't. That's the biggest thing that I see holding clients back, because part of what I do with our high-end clients is they snap pictures of their food and send them to me. It takes like 30 seconds, but it's one of the best things for identifying challenges in clients' diets because I get to see what they're putting in their bodies every day, and I get to give them feedback. And what I see more than anything else is clients eating foods that they have assumed or been led to believe are healthy that just aren't. And even if it is a food that's healthy, it also needs to be a food that's going to help them lose weight if that's one of their goals. And if it's not satisfying those 2 criteria, then they're going to end up having a goal that continues to elude them. And that's why it's so important to address these things and really make sure that you're taking action on the right information. It's like, there's a quote, I think it was Abraham Lincoln that said it, but it was, if you tell me to chop down a tree, I'm going to spend the first hour sharpening the axe, and then I'm going to chop down the tree. And I'm sure I totally butchered that quote, but you guys get the point. Like, most people just pick up the axe and they start hacking at the tree. And what you really need to do is like sharpen that axe and make sure that, and by sharpening the axe, like that's a metaphor for getting the right information and making sure before you take that axe to the tree that you've got an axe that's going to do the job as effectively as possible. Right? Does that make sense? Okay, cool. All right, so do you still have your goal? What I want you to do is, hopefully you've taken your old goal and you've crossed it out, put a big X through it. Now I want you to take your new goal, where you want to be 60 days from now, grab your pen, put a big circle around it, because I'm going to show you how to get there, and we're going to do so with these 3 secrets. In the past 3 months, I've helped hundreds of people all over the world hit their number, and they did this in a fun way that's easy to do so that they can keep the fat off for good, because you've probably realized even if a diet or a nutrition program or a healthy lifestyle program is wildly effective, if it's not sustainable, the results aren't going to last. Now, all of our programs are customized, and they start off aggressive. They start off aggressive because I want you to get really fast results. If you've ever done a diet or a nutrition program, a weight loss program, and you feel like you're making changes to your life, but you get on the scale and your weight stayed the same 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in, there's nothing more demoralizing than that. So I like to start things off and say, hey, let's go for this. let's really hit it hard right from the beginning, and let's get you some results so that you're empowered and you're excited and you're like, all right, I can do this. I'm finally seeing results that may have escaped me, and you're eager to say, hey, how can I do more? Like, I want more of this. I'm hungry for more. That's the basis of our programs and what I want to help you do. So here's the hard way. Basically, completely cutting out carbohydrates, the Atkins diets, things like that. Cheat days where you eat pretty good for 6 days a week, or you starve yourself for 6 days a week and then you go nuts and eat like everything in sight 1 day a week. Who's done that? I'm already seeing people going, yep. Counting calories, no fun. We've all been there. Lots of little meals, trying to eat every 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, and starvation diets, just eating too little. And one of the things about eating too little is this will actually make you fatter than overeating. And I'll explain this along with some of the scientific research to support that statement. But these are some of the common mistakes, and it's the hard way about going about doing this. And in all of these approaches, they don't last. They're temporary. So who here would rather have the easy way? Give me a yes in the questions box now. I'm seeing yes. Tammy says yes. Mark says yes. Mary says yes. Joni says yes. Kathleen says yes. Woody says yes. Eric says yes. Cami says yes. Shanti. Okay, awesome, cool. So here are the 3 secrets. Secret number 1, there are hidden issues outside of diet and exercise that are holding you back. Secret number 2, eating too little food is even worse than eating too much. And secret number 3 is the free app on your phone that will make pounds melt and stay away. So who here wants to learn about the free app on your phone that will make pounds melt and stay away? Say aye. Yep. John says aye. Andy says aye. Carol says aye. Jane says aye. All right, awesome. Secret number 1, there are hidden issues outside of diet and exercise that are holding you back. So we've touched on this a little bit, but let's go into a little bit more detail. My issue, as I mentioned, I was a certified nutrition specialist, NCSF certified personal trainer, but I started quickly experiencing a rapid decline in my own health. I was waking up tired, lethargic. I got depressed. My sex drive disappeared, which is a big deal. It's a big deal for anybody, really. And I started seeing, over the course of a year, I saw close to 12 doctors. I spent $100,000 trying to figure out what was wrong with me. And every time I went to the doctor, they told me I was healthy, nothing was wrong. And I started wondering if it was even in my head. What turned out to be the case is I had a hidden infection. And my infection was identified as Lyme disease. But hidden infections are a really common issue that's holding a ton of people back, especially hidden infections of the gut microbiome. And what I found was that it wasn't until I started incorporating a lot of what I'd learned over this course of time, I dove in trying to figure out what was wrong with me. I had a solid background in nutrition and fitness, and I'd helped people all over mostly in Chicago at this time, transform their bodies, lose weight, and develop a healthy lifestyle. But there were also other people that we didn't help, or they would get some results, but nothing like other people were experiencing, and then they would often hit a plateau. And in those cases, we kept getting stuck. And it wasn't until I had my own health issue that I read hundreds of books, research papers, scientific journals, trying to figure out what was going on in my own health, in my own life. And I started coming across strategies that certain physicians were using with their clients that were experiencing similar things to me. Now, one of the characteristics of Lyme disease, it's called the great imitator, because the symptoms of Lyme disease mimic and imitate over 200 other diseases. So you can imagine how many things I thought I had over the course of that year when I was trying to figure out what was going on with me. And in doing that, I dove headfirst into functional medicine and integrative medicine and learning to restore the body's natural ability to heal itself, and what it took to bring those different energy systems of the body back into balance and work through that one by one. In doing so, as I started to heal my own body, the weight came off faster and easier. I was able to build lean muscle quicker than I ever had before, and it's a positive spiral. As you're able to build lean muscle, you burn more fat. As you burn more fat, it just gets easier and easier. You have more energy. You're able to work out more, and it's one of those things. But you need to have it all starts with having the right information, and the crazy thing, what's really cool, is that when we started applying that information that I learned to our work with one-on-one clients, they started getting results faster than ever before. And the people that had previously been stuck and hit these plateaus were now getting results. And people that came in and had health challenges that they'd had doctors that had said, I can't help you, there's nothing wrong with you. Similar to my own experiences, they were coming in and they were getting results like never before. So that was the coolest thing that really came out of it. And it was that realization that it's not just about being more strict with your diet and exercising harder and running yourself into the ground, which is what happens a lot of times when we have health issues and we try to overcompensate by working out like maniacs. A lot of times we're just running our bodies into the gutter because we're tapping into energy stores that we don't have, and then that energy is just not there for day-to-day activities. It's hard to get through the day if you're doing, you know, these insane workouts and your body is not functioning the way that it should. So here are some client stories and some things that they've struggled with that we were able to help, some examples of this. So Lauren's issues, she couldn't get rid of those last 10 pounds. She was dealing with pains, aches, tightness, and stiffness. She had symptoms of early fibromyalgia, which is something we see with a lot of clients. And she was dealing with brain fog, difficulty concentrating, especially after lunch with work. She would eat and then she'd feel tired, lethargic, like she was unable to perform her job. What we did is we improved Lauren's mitochondrial function, which is just a fancy terminology for energy production. We helped the little energy centers in her cells function better and produce more energy. We also addressed some genetic variations that made her more susceptible to low ATP, and in her 40s, she's now in the best shape of her life, and she feels better than ever. Ellen she had hypothyroidism, and she was going through menopause. And what we found is that she was on the wrong thyroid medications, which is more clients are on the wrong thyroid medications than are on the right thyroid medications. So what we did is we changed up her supplements, we changed up her diet because her diet was all wrong, and we added some natural supplements to support her thyroid and her hormonal health. As I mentioned, we changed her medications with her doctor's approval, of course, and within days she had more energy, she'd lost weight, and this is something that hadn't happened in over a decade. Ellen was unable to lose weight in over a decade. She'd gotten so strict with her diet, she was eating nothing but vegetables and still was unable to lose weight. So, I mean, can you imagine being in Ellen's position, eating nothing but vegetables, or like a lot of clients come to us and they're eating nothing but meat and vegetables, and they're still not losing weight? And like, if that's you, now imagine figuring out, okay, you now have the curtain lifted and you know what's wrong with you. You start taking some natural supplements to address your body's needs to start to heal these underlying issues, and then all of a sudden you're getting results that had escaped you before, that you'd wanted and been pursuing for so long but been unable to achieve, and now they're coming, and they're coming fast. Like, that's what we did with Ellen, and that's what we do with a lot of our clients. Kathleen had struggled with cravings for sugar and sweets. After many meals, there was gas, bloating, constipation. What we did is we helped to heal her gut. We addressed some gut permeability issues. We used natural antimicrobials and herbal botanicals. Kathleen said she had more confidence. She had more self-control. A lot of those cravings and feelings of, I need to eat everything in sight, I'm hungry all the time, disappeared. And now she's as toned and in shape as she was in college. And she was a Division I swimmer, so you can imagine she was in incredible shape. And now she's in as good or better shape, and she's doing it without working out for 5 hours a day, which is what was going on in college. Woody's issue, Woody wanted to build lean muscle while burning fat. He had some signs and symptoms of low testosterone. What we did, we built him a customized nutrition, body recomposition, strength and conditioning program that would get his testosterone levels back up, help him pack on lean muscle while burning fat. So he gets that. We help our clients, especially, men and women. This isn't like a bodybuilding program. If you want to get big like the bodybuilders, this isn't the program for you. If you want like the lean, attractive physique that you see in physique competitors and more with models, then that's the look that we go for. So you can see with Woody there, he's in Vernazza with his girlfriend, and at the age of 34, he's in amazing shape with six-pack abs. Emmy's issue. Emmy carried weight in her hips and thighs and butt. It was always easier for her to lose weight around her midsection, but for whatever reason, like the last place for her to lose weight was in her hips, thighs, and butt. Her metabolism was slowing down as she approached 30. She worked late nights. So her sleep schedule was pretty erratic, and she was eating foods that she thought were healthy that were actually keeping her from losing weight. So we helped Emmy spike her metabolism and get rid of unwanted fat in those trouble spots in her hips, her thighs, and her butt. And we toned and tightened her entire body. She was getting ready for a model search competition in Vegas, and she was representing it. The way the competition worked is there was one girl from each country around the world, and Emmy was representing France. So she came to me for help to make sure that she was ready for this competition. And you can see there, those are some of the pictures of her abs she took a couple weeks before the competition. And then there she is in the top left and top right, just before the competition, looking lean and in incredible shape. So those are some of the results that we got for Emmy. We helped her to overcome those challenges, that diet-resistant, stubborn, hard-to-lose weight in her most challenging trouble spots. And, I mean, put yourself in Emmy's shoes. Like, we all have our spots. For me, it's the lower belly. Like, what's your trouble spot, and where is the last place that you always store fat, or where is the last place that you lose fat? Now imagine having a system to help target and lose weight and burn fat in your most challenging trouble spots. Imagine being able to get rid of that fat in that area that has probably challenged you your entire life. At least my lower belly has for me. And many clients, they say that these areas, it's the way they've always been. And a lot of times that's tied to our genes, but there are so many strategies to override your genes and to overcome these challenges.
Just wanted to send you a quick video just to say thank you. The advice and just tweaking, not really tweaking, more revamping of my diet has just basically been revolutionary. Before I was on the program, I was tired. I had no energy to do anything. Basically work a full day of work and come home and just fall asleep on the couch. That was my life pretty much. Friends, family would invite me over. Didn't want to go. But after contacting you and just allowing you to give me suggestions on what I should be eating, what I should not be eating, supplements I should be taking. Within the first 7 days, I felt amazing. I was actually really surprised that I would feel so good after just a short period of time. And now it's been about 4 weeks, about 5 weeks, and still energy levels are just continuing to be high. I'm a lot happier and just feeling good all the time. So once again, thank you. Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's Nate's story. And can you imagine like being in that position where we've all been there? You come home from work, you're exhausted, and you feel like you have no energy for anything else. You know what you need to do. You know you need to make some healthy food and get to the gym and do some sort of workout, but you just can't. And like that was Nate's situation. And then we helped Nate work through that. And that's what we can help you work through if that's something that you struggle with. So yeah, put yourself in Nate's shoes and like he was frustrated, and I'm sure many of you are frustrated, but this is stuff that's fixable, and it's pretty easy to overcome when you know how. All right, so secret number 2, eating too little food is even worse than eating too much. So here's how they say to do it. Don't do it this way. You basically eat good for 6 days, or you starve yourself for 6 days, and then you have this one day where you go bonkers and eat everything in sight, and you have all the food that you wanted to eat the week before, and you go nuts, and you have your quote-unquote cheat day, and you put yourself into a food coma, and then basically reset undo all of the hard work you've put in, and probably make yourself feel like garbage too in the process. So that is not what you want to do. Specifically, here's why eating too little food is just as bad as eating too much. And I'll share a few studies here and some more information. But this is a study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. It showed that increased food intake results in lower body fat and improved leptin sensitivity. So leptin is a hormone that is responsible for hunger regulation and fat storage. And this study found that by increasing food intake, by eating more, it resulted in lower body fat and better hormonal health. This study from the New England Journal of Medicine showed that lower caloric intake slows down your metabolism. So here's what happens. If you consciously reduce the number of calories that you eat, your body responds by lowering your metabolism to match your reduced intake. So as you purposefully eat less calories, your body finds ways to use less calories, all while ramping up hormones that will raise your appetite, drive you to eat more at every meal, and regain the fat you've lost, like leptin. Here's the right way to do it. Step number 1, make sure you eat within your customized calorie window or sweet spot. This is the how much component. So there are 3 components here. There's the how much to eat, what to eat, and when to eat it. So step number 1, eat within your customized calorie window. Step number 2, eat the right types of fat-burning foods. That's your food selection, what you should be eating. And step number 3, eat these foods at the right times and in the right combinations. This is when you eat them. So are you combining high-fat foods with insulin-spiking foods, foods that raise your blood sugar? Are you eating the right types of pre-workout and post-workout foods to help you burn fat and build lean muscle? All of these things matter, and many programs address 1, sometimes 2, but I haven't found a program out there that addresses all 3, and all 3 are vital. So if you're getting 1 or 2 of these things right, but it's all not coming together, the results aren't where they need to be, you may have an underlying health issue that goes beyond just diet and exercise, or you may just be missing the 3rd vital component. And I'll show you how to put together the 3 of them and make sure that you're taking action on the right information and not spinning your wheels trying to do the same things over and over when what you're doing isn't going to get you the results that you want in the first place. Our bodies adapt to what we feed them, so it is possible to practically starve yourself and just stay fat. Did you know that your body will improve its metabolic efficiency during periods of decreased calories? So what I'm saying is your body will actually extract more calories from food if it thinks you're starving. The same person eating the exact same plate of food may extract and absorb 800 calories if they've been following a traditional diet, yet only 500 calories if their hormones and metabolism are kept happy and healthy the way that I teach you how to do it. So on a traditional diet, your body will adapt by making you hungrier, lowering your energy expenditure, decreasing your metabolic rate, and suppressing your most critical fat-burning hormones. Worse yet, it will run your energy into the gutter, and you'll end up less physically active as a result. Who here has experienced that, right? We all have. So this study just confirms that. This study showed that caloric restriction results in metabolic adaptation and decreased physical activity, which is just a fancy way of saying when you eat less, your body changes to adapt to the fact that you're eating less, and you end up doing less. You have less energy to be physically active. So here's what to do instead. I call it strategic feasting. And what makes strategic feasting than a cheat day is a few different things. Essentially, with strategic feasting on the right foods, your body is able to build calorie-burning lean muscle. So a recent study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that when you overeat while on a diet low in certain foods, you store bad fat around your organs, including the liver, kidneys, and pancreas. But If you overeat while on a diet high in the right types of foods, you add lean muscle and you increase your resting metabolic rate. And since muscle burns 7 times more calories than fat, that's a good thing. The bottom line is there is a better way, and starvation is not required. Not all calories are created equal. So you got to make sure you're putting the right calories in your body. So how much should you eat? Everyone has different caloric needs and a different calorie sweet spot. Using advanced strategies from elite athletics, professional bodybuilders, and medical doctors, I can help you calculate your exact calorie sweet spot. I'll also show you how many grams of protein, carbohydrates, and fiber you should eat to burn fat without losing calorie-burning lean muscle. Because like we discussed earlier, that's the goal, right? Secret number 3, and this is the one I know a lot of you have been waiting for, the free app on your phone that will make pounds melt and stay away. Who's excited for this? Who wants to know the free app on your phone that will make pounds melt and stay away? Give me a yes. All right, cool. Tammy says yes. Mark says aye. All right, cool. Jane says aye. Sandy aye. Lauren aye. Kathleen aye. Kate aye. John, me. Cool. All right, awesome. All right, so step number 1, take your smartphone, pull out your smartphone, and snap a quick picture of everything you put in your mouth. So if you eat 3 meals a day, 3 times a day, you're just going to pull out your phone and snap a quick picture. It takes like half a second each time. And this accomplishes a few different things that I will address in just a second, but don't worry, that's not the secret. So you're taking pictures of everything that you put in your mouth. Step number 2, you download the Voxer application. And what Voxer is, it's a walkie-talkie app that allows you to share pictures. It allows you to share voice messages like a walkie-talkie. It allows you to share text messages. It's incredible. And the coolest thing about Voxer is that when you get an accountability coach like me or one of my other coaches or a partner, don't do a friend or a family member because it just doesn't work out for a lot of different reasons. They're not going to hold your hand to the fire. You get yourself an accountability coach. Send your accountability coach pictures of everything you eat, and you're going to see how many different levels this hits on and why it's so effective. The one thing that I really encourage of you is make sure they're an expert with a proven track record of success. Make sure they've helped other people with this, and not just like, 1 or 2 people. Make sure they've helped a lot of other people, and people like you, men, women, just like you, who have had similar struggles and are looking to finally make this change. And that's really important, because so often we spend not nearly as much time as we should making sure that the information that we are seeking is accurate. And that's the foundation of your success, is having the right information. So here's why this approach is so powerful. It's pretty simple, right? Here's why it's so powerful. Taking photos increases your awareness. So there's no more of this mindless eating. You're more conscious, you're more aware of what you're putting in your body, because every time you eat, you've got to pull out your phone and snap a picture. It provides you with a digital food journal. So anyone here that's ever tried to keep a food journal, you probably realize it's a giant pain in the ass. You have to pull out a journal, you got to write everything down. I had 20 spears of asparagus, I had a chicken breast, I had this, I had that. It gets tedious, and what happens when things are tedious and boring is we stop doing them. When all you got to do is pull out your phone and snap a picture, it's easy, it's simple, it's fast. So it provides you with a digital food journal, and there's a bunch of other cool ways that we use digital food journals to help heal our clients, but having that information, especially when we're working together, is vital, because when certain things come up, when you hit certain plateaus or challenges, all you got to do is say, hey, Anthony, here's what's going on, and I can look back and see what you've been eating and tell you exactly what your challenge is and how to overcome it. You have accountability. Before you put something in your mouth, you know that you're going to have to share it with me, because you're reporting 2, 3, 4 meals a day, however many you're eating, and that accountability is what's missing for so many people. They need to have someone that is not their friend, not their family member, but someone that's going to say, hey, look, you and I are doing this because you want an end result. I'm going to help you get that end result, but I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to make sure that you do what you say you're going to do. And when you know that putting the wrong food in your body or not following through on something that you said you were going to do is going to disappoint somebody else, like, that's such a big motivator, and that's huge for staying on track and making sure that you continue to do the things that are important to your success. It also, and lastly, it allows me to provide feedback and recommendations so that you get the fastest results possible. Like, you know, I don't like tooting my own horn, but it's cool when someone else says something flattering about you. And I've been recognized as you know, a quote unquote world-class expert in nutrition, physiology, and functional medicine. Now, can you imagine how much more effective your diet, your healthy lifestyle, your weight loss program will be if you have a world-class expert in nutrition, physiology, and functional medicine giving you customized feedback on everything you eat? That's exactly what I do for my one-on-one clients. I work together with people to say, hey, look, here's what you're doing. Here's what you need to do instead. I know your goals. I know your body type. I know your health issues. I want to guide you and teach you how to get there as fast as possible. And we're going to do that by modeling success, the success of other clients that I've coached and the latest scientific research. My big thing is I make sure to keep my schedule to where I can take on as many clients as possible because I want to help as many people as possible, but it's as many clients as I can while still staying on top of the most recent, up-to-date, and accurate scientific literature. There's so much information out there, so much misinformation on the internet. People with posting articles and blogs that, quite frankly, aren't based on science, and they're not based on empirical evidence. These are people, in some cases, that aren't even in shape themselves, that are giving advice to other people, telling them how to lose weight. And these are people that are looking at scientific studies, they're reading the headline, and they're taking it for fact. When you really dig into a lot of these scientific studies, many of them are funded by organizations with vested interest in the results of that study. And that's a conflict of interest that is very often overlooked. And then when you really look into the science, even if those two things aren't issues, you look into the actual results of the study, and many times you find, wait, this isn't exactly what they said was going on here. And that's why it's so important to make sure that you're working with someone that is staying on top of the latest scientific research and is really going through the research with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that what they're saying is really what occurred. Because ultimately, again, it comes down to knowing what to do. Like, if you knew exactly what to do to lose weight, to burn fat, to increase your energy, to get a better body, to improve your mood, do you think you could be successful with this? Of course. Like, that's what's holding all of us back, is we're just doing the wrong stuff. And we're doing our best, but we've got the wrong information. And it's not your fault. It's the internet's flooded with this stuff. You do a Google search, and you've got, you know, do a Google search on how to lose weight fast or something. You've got hundreds of pages of results, and who knows what's accurate, what's not accurate. You research for hours, days, weeks, months, and you just end up more confused than before you even began. So here are some of the, I do this with a lot of my high-end clients, as I mentioned. They Voxer me every day with their food. They ask me questions. You can see here Bonnie, well, she was in pretty good shape to begin with. She just wanted to tighten and tone her body, and we were able to help her lose those last 11 pounds of stubborn fat. You can see she's much more lean, much more toned on the right, and that's what we help a lot of our women with. We also have a ton of women that are going through menopause and have kids and have, you know, maybe been in pretty good shape a lot of their life, but then all of a sudden they started struggling and things slowed down, and we got to help them overcome that. Angelo, able to lose 109 pounds. We've had a few clients lose over 100 pounds with this information. So no matter where you're at, no matter how serious you or how challenging of a hurdle this may feel like it is for you to overcome, this is doable, and you can do it. And I want you to believe that you can do it, because it all starts with that belief. And like when you know that if you have the right information and you take daily action and you're committed, you're like, hey, this is something that I need to do. This is important to me, and this is a priority in my life. Anything is possible, and you can do it. Joe and Ashley, Joe and Ashley hired me to help them get in shape for their dream wedding in Cabo, and they worked their butts off. But as you can see in the picture, they looked incredible. Ashley wanted to make sure that her arms and shoulders and her torso, the part of her body that was going to be showing, was defined and toned. And Joe said, you know what, I just want to look great in a tuxedo. And Ashley's mom said she likes my shoulders, and so I want to look strong and keep my shoulders looking good. So I helped them both lose a bunch of weight. We helped them. We helped to change their nutrition program in a way that was going to work better with their genes and their goals. And Ashley had struggled with bloating and swelling. It's a pretty common issue that many female clients deal with, and she gets it a lot when she flies too. So what we did is, not only did we adjust Ashley's diet leading up to her wedding, but I gave her some little biohacks that I provide female clients with, so that when she landed in Cabo, it didn't look like she'd undone all of the hard work she'd put in the previous weeks. She didn't have swollen feet and ankles and calves. She was just as lean as when she took off. She felt great. It was an experience she had never had before. And as you can see, they look great on their wedding day. So just to recap those 3 secrets. Secret number 1, there are hidden issues outside of diet and exercise that are holding you back. Secret number 2, eating too little food is even worse than eating too much. And secret number 3, the free app on your phone that will make pounds melt and stay away. So one last time, what's your number? Where are you at right now? And where do you want to be? Look at that number you crossed out, and look at that number that you circled. I want to tell you that you can do it. You can get there. It may not be in the next 60 days, depending on how aggressive you are with that goal, how ambitious, but I like ambitious goals, because the people that write ambitious goals and have high expectations for themselves are ultimately the people that get the best results. The people that are like, I'd be okay if I lost 5 pounds over the next 90 days. That's when we have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We're kind of dilly-dallying. When you dive in head first and you say, hey, I really want to do this, I want to get some great results, and then I want to make this something that I can do long term that's sustainable, then you're on the right course, because you know that that's the key to really making change and keeping that change for good. So look at the number you crossed out. Look at the number of where you want to be with the big circle around it, and I want you to tell yourself, I can do it, because you can do it. You just need the right information. So let me ask you a question. Do you want to rapidly lose at least 10 pounds where you need it most and keep it off for good? If you do, give me a yes. Give me a yes in the questions box. All right, cool, awesome. I'm seeing a bunch of yeses coming in. So here's what you're going to get. Here's how I'm going to help you do it. You're going to get 60 days of rapid fat loss email coaching. And the way that this works is, these are emails that I've written for my one-on-one clients. And these emails, these are people that spend $5,000 a year, $8,000 a year plus to work with me one-on-one and have me guide them through this stuff. You are going to get 60 days of emails that I have written to my one-on-one clients, and you're going to get them delivered to you in a way that is sequenced, easy to digest, bite-sized chunks of information that you can implement to make these changes for yourself. And it's a $497 value, so bringing the total value of the package to $497. But it's not just that. You're going to get a lot more than just 60 days of rapid fat loss email training modules. I'm going to help you uncover your hidden health issues, and we're going to do this with our proprietary health assessment. This is a $300 value. This is where we dig into vitamin and mineral deficiencies. We look for vitamin A, vitamin D, magnesium deficiencies, underlying health issues like heart disease, cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, adrenal fatigue, gut issues, anxiety, depression, cognitive disorders, diabetes, high blood pressure, I mentioned high blood pressure already, high blood sugar, and much, much more. And by uncovering these hidden health issues, we figure out what is that thing that's keeping you stuck. And as I mentioned, so many times it's like we're driving the car and we've got 1 foot on the gas and 1 foot on the brake. That foot on the brake is your hidden health issue. And what we try to do is we try to get more strict with our diet. We try to exercise harder. And what we're essentially doing is we're just pushing harder on the gas. Well, what we really need to do is just get our damn foot off the brake. And that's what this is all about. I help you to identify those health issues, and you get a report from me where I say, hey, here's what you got going on. Here's what you need to do about it. So here are some initial first step recommendations so that we can get you moving in the right direction and get your foot off the brake. Our proprietary testing identifies what's been keeping you stuck. And I already mentioned some of these: high cholesterol, heart disease, digestive issues and gut dysbiosis, high blood pressure, acne, eczema, psoriasis and skin conditions, anxiety, depression, cognitive disorders, autoimmunity, fibromyalgia, hypothyroidism, adrenal fatigue, blood sugar issues and diabetes, vitamin D, magnesium, vitamin A, and hypothyroidism. All of those things we're able to identify in our proprietary testing. And it's simple. It's just some symptom-based questions that are assigned a correlating point value. And if you're experiencing a certain symptom, you click yes. It assigns points to that answer, and then you total up your points. And we know where are your biggest health challenges from that. So what else do you need? How about some exercises that you can do at home that burn the most fat and calories? You're also going to get the Exercise Blueprint, a $240 value. So you're going to be getting 60 days of rapid fat loss email coaching, a $497 value. You're going to be getting Hidden Health Issues, a $300 value, and you're going to be getting the Exercise Blueprint, a $247 value, bringing the total value today to $1,044. But that's not it. You're also going to get customized calorie and macronutrient targets, where I help you calculate your calorie sweet spot, exactly where you need to eat so that you're not eating too much or too little, a $200 value. So you're going to get the 60 days of rapid fat loss email coaching, a $497 value. I'm going to help you uncover your hidden health issues, a $300 value. You're going to get the Exercise Blueprint, a $247 value, and you're going to get your customized calorie and macronutrient targets, a $200 value, bringing the total value up to $1,244. I'm going to show you exactly what to eat, when to eat it, and how much you need to eat to rapidly lose stubborn body fat. So this isn't some cookie cutter program that tells everybody to eat the same amount. You know, men should eat 2,000 calories and women should eat 1,500 calories. Bullshit. You are unique. You're not an average. You need a customized calorie target and macronutrient target that is custom tailored to you. That's what's going to get you the best results, and that's what I help you to achieve. What else do you need? How about advanced strategies to lose more fat in less time? Does that sound good? All right, so you're also going to get the 7-Day Weight Loss Kickstart, a $97 value. And the 7-Day Weight Loss Kickstart will help you lose 7 pounds or more in 7 days. And many clients, the record right now is Greg Town lost 20 pounds in 2 weeks using this information. So he did the preparation diet, and then he did the 7-Day Weight Loss Kickstart. And in those 14 days, he lost 20 pounds. And that's the current record, but I think someone out there can beat it. And he didn't just lose the weight, he kept it off for good. So here's what you're going to get: the 60 days of rapid fat loss email coaching, a $497 value. I'm going to help you uncover your hidden health issues with our health assessments, a $300 value. You're going to get the Exercise Blueprint, a $247 value. You're going to get customized calorie and macronutrient targets, a $200 value. And you're going to get the 7-Day Weight Loss Kickstart, a $97 value, bringing the total value today to $1,341. But you're also going to get the Social Life Fat Loss System. What the Social Life Fat Loss System is and why it's so cool is that most of the time when we make these changes, where we fail is transitioning to a healthy lifestyle program. And that's what makes this stuff long-term and what makes the results last. The Social Life Fat Loss System shows you, okay, so you've got some killer results. Here's how to keep those results for good so that you can still have a social life, so that you can go out, so you can enjoy meals with friends and family, so that you can have the occasional drink. I'll tell you what to drink. I'll tell you what to eat before you go out if you like to have cocktails. If you're not into that, you know, just as cool. You'll get even better results. But many times it's finding the balance. Like, you don't want your health to your diet to completely take over your life. So you need a way to still have those relationships and those social connections, but also stay healthy and feel good and look good. And that's where the Social Life Fat Loss comes in. So that's a $150 value. So you've got the 60-day rapid fat loss email coaching, a $497 value. We're going to help you uncover your hidden health issues with the health assessments, a $300 value. You're going to get the Exercise Blueprint, a $247 value. I'm going to help you calculate your customized calorie and macronutrient targets, a $200 value. You're going to get the 7-Day Weight Loss Kickstart, a $97 value. And you're going to get the Social Life Fat Loss System, a $150 value, bringing the total value to $1,491. And the last thing you need, supplements that accelerate fat loss, $147 value. So I'm going to give you the most effective supplements to accelerate fat loss and help you get that lean, attractive, toned physique faster and easier than you thought possible. So you're going to get 60 days of rapid fat loss email coaching, a $497 value. I'm going to help you uncover your hidden health issues, a $300 value. You're going to get the exercise blueprint, a $247 value, your customized calorie and macronutrient targets calculated for you, a $200 value, 7-day weight loss kickstart program, help you lose 7 pounds or more in just 7 days, a $97 value. The Social Life Fat Loss System helps you make this a healthy, long-term lifestyle that you can stick with, that's actually enjoyable and fun, $150 value, and supplements that accelerate fat loss, $147 value, bringing the total value today to $1,638. And the bonus giveaway, you're going to get access to our Mastermind Facebook group where you can find accountability partners, where you can ask questions. You can have access to me, where even if the high-end coaching isn't something that you're able to do right now, that's the best results. I mean, ultimately, the people that get the craziest results, that lose weight faster and are able to heal their underlying health issues, they're working with me one-on-one, because you can't beat having someone that's an expert that's done this with people all over the world in your corner working with you day by day. In the Facebook group, you get to ask me questions. You get to say, hey, Anthony, here's what I'm struggling with. What can I do? You get to ask other people questions. These are people that are going through this same education with you and that are motivated and have similar goals and aspirations. And you can inspire one another and uplift one another and help make sure you're all getting the best results you can. And that's where this group is so powerful. It's like it's a community. It's a tribe of like-minded people that are all in it to help one another to achieve similar goals, and you get to leverage those relationships to get yourself even faster results. So you'll also, as a bonus giveaway today, you'll get access to that Mastermind Facebook group where you'll be able to have access to me and those other people in the community. And if you want to reach out to people and say, hey, do you guys want to be accountability partners? You want to link up on Voxer and send each other our meals? Until we can do this with Anthony or one of his coaches. Yeah, do that. Like, I want you guys to do that. The more you take an active approach with this stuff and really like make it a priority in your life, the better results you're going to get. And I'm all about that, because the better results you get, the more excited you're going to be, the more passionate you're going to feel about this stuff, and the more you're going to want to share it with other people and help them do the same things for themselves. Because like, healthy people are happy people, and that positivity radiates and inspires others. Like, you've seen people that like walk into a room and just light it up, and that health, that exuberance is like, that's what we all want. And like, when I was really sick, I would see people like that, and I would be like, damn, that person. I'd be like almost jealous, and I felt bad about it. I was like, God, what is with me? I'm like, why am I jealous? Because they feel awesome and have this health that just radiates. It was because I wanted it for myself. And that's something we all want. A lot of times, like, the things that we covet are the things that we want for ourselves, and the things that we're jealous of sometimes is like, man, I really wish I could have that. I just don't know how to do it. And when you have the right information, when you have other people that have similar goals that are moving you towards where you need to be, it's like your whole mentality shifts, and you're more positive, and you're more happy, and you're that person that walks into the room and turns heads and is inspiring other people, and as people are like, man, what's she doing? Like, what's that guy got going on? Like, how does he do that? And yeah, like, you can be that beacon of light, that hope for other people that may have struggled with this, that may be where you are now or where I was a few years ago. And like, that's really what this is all about. So I just want to be clear. This is not another diet and fitness program. If you haven't got that by now, I want to reiterate, this is not just another diet and fitness program. I mean, this is a one-on-one coaching program. It consists of the most effective scientific strategies to rapidly lose at least 10 pounds of unwanted body fat and keep it off permanently. Like, you're going to be getting access to the email training modules that I write for our high-end clients that spend $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 plus to work with me one-on-one, and you're going to have access to that same information, those same training tools that they have, and you're going to be able to make sure that what you're taking action on is actually going to work, so that you're not spinning your wheels and wasting time, energy, and money doing the wrong stuff. Our program, it contains the collective wisdom of hundreds of elite athletes, functional medicine doctors, and natural bodybuilders. And we utilize and incorporate those strategies into what we do to help you get the fastest results possible, because they work just the same for soccer moms as they do for elite athletes and natural bodybuilders and physique competitors. Plus, you've also got thousands of hours of weird personal experiments and unique strategies that you won't find anywhere else. So I've discovered the tiniest changes that produce the biggest results, and I want to share those with you so that you can reap those benefits. Who this works for: it's for men and women over 30 who want to lose at least 10 or more pounds of unwanted fat and keep it off for good. And this is particularly 10 or more pounds of fat in your most challenging trouble spots. I can help you target and hone in on those spots and get rid of fat like we've done for Emmy and so many of our clients. If you struggle with belly fat, if you struggle with fat in your hips, thighs, and butt, I'll show you how to hone in and target that and get rid of it once and for all. For busy parents and business professionals, people with aches, pains, strains, arthritis, tendinitis, soreness, and stiffness, people with fatigue or low energy, women struggling with hypothyroidism, high blood sugar, hormonal issues, or menopause-related challenges, people who think they've tried everything. That's a big one. If you think you've tried everything, if you've done other programs and you feel like you're just diet resistant and for whatever reason this stuff doesn't work for you, this will. Well, if it doesn't, you'll see. We guarantee results. So here's what people are saying. Jessica Blagage said, if you cross Tony Robbins with Dr. Oz and Rocky, you'd end up with Anthony DiClementi. I seriously love this program. I'm not bloated or tired, and my body feels amazing and clean. Jessica lost 74 pounds. Justin Steinberg, I feel better than I've ever felt. He lost 28 pounds. Aldrich, I feel so much more confident. Aldrich lost 60 pounds. He said, Anthony's coaching helped me get to the root of my problems. I'm so much happier, and I can finally say that I have a great relationship with my body. This guy's like a modern-day Einstein when it comes to getting in shape and creating a happier, healthier life. Michael Cooper, I've lost 50 pounds, and I feel amazing. He said his mood's much better. Mike Flores, he's getting leaner and leaner every single week. You can see a massive difference between the picture on the left and a picture on the right. Isn't that awesome? Can you imagine seeing those kind of changes in a short amount of time, just watching your body transform before your eyes because you finally know what to do to make it happen? You finally got the secret recipe. Bill Narowski lost over 80 pounds. I think Bill actually got north of 100, but this is old and we haven't updated it. He said, you've turned my life around. Since starting Anthony's program, I feel great. I've changed my eating habits and the way I look and prepare my meals. I eat to live. I don't live to eat. And Bill was still able to find tons of meals that taste delicious and are great and help him feel the way he wants to feel and look the way he wants to feel. And he said the program changed his life. Michael said, Anthony's helped me more than anyone else. I've lost 2 to 3 inches on my waist and I'm pain-free. Rebecca was literally on food stamps. She's a single mother of 3. You want to talk about not having time for a program, being too busy to create a healthy lifestyle. Rebecca was like the cover woman for that. She invested the last of her money in the program because she had to make a change. And she, once we started going through what types of foods she needed to invest in to get the best results, that's when she told me she had no money for groceries. So we had to work with what she had in the house. And she's lost 60 plus pounds. She's still going strong. You can see big difference in the picture on the left and on the right. Greg, this was Greg. He was the guy that lost 20 pounds in just 2 weeks. He's lost over 50 pounds. And the coolest thing about Greg's weight loss is that he lost it with almost zero formal exercise. So put yourself in Greg's shoes. Like, would you like to lose 50 pounds without any formal exercise? Just like, I mean, yeah, of course he walked around and moved his body and stuff, but he wasn't in the gym lifting weights. He wasn't, running on the treadmill like a gerbil hopped up on methamphetamine. And that was the coolest part about Greg's story. Here's Paula's story. You can see some of her Voxers there. That's a screenshot of Paula's Voxers and a bunch of the Voxers, the 53 Voxers I had in queue waiting for me. She said, I'm down to 205 pounds. I haven't been that weight for over 27 years of marriage. Everyone is asking what, or I think she typed what I'm so happy, but maybe she meant why I'm so happy, or maybe I mistyped that. Who knows? Everyone's asking why I'm so happy and smiling all the time. So that's great. You can see on the left, she's excited. She's feeling great. She said she's doing the happy dance. Everyone's asking her what she's so happy about and why she's smiling all the time and how she can be so positive early in the morning. She says she loves it. And she's throwing all sorts of those smiley faces with the heart eyes in there. So yeah, Paula's crushing it. Really proud of her. This is one of my favorite stories. So Nico, 11-year-old kid came to me. Well, actually his brother approached me and said, my brother Nico needs help and he's overweight. He's getting teased at school. He's depressed. I'm worried about him. Nico couldn't run. He was getting made fun of. He didn't have any friends and he was missing out on a lot of the stuff that is what should be a birthright for children, just to be able to run and play and have friends. And like, you know, childhood is hard enough, but to be overweight and to be teased and to be isolated and to not be able to be physically active, it's like, it's such a hard place to be. So I worked with Nico. We helped him go from 150 pounds to 115 pounds. He lost 35 pounds. He started playing basketball and working out. He made a ton of new friends. He says he now loves his life, and that's a quote. And he's now inspiring other kids in school and on social media to live healthier lives. And like, here's a cool video he sent me. Like, Nico and I still stay in touch. And check this out. This was him at the gym doing a Florida overhead clean and press. And like, when I saw this, I was just like, I just started crying. It was like, it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. You're going to love it. Oh no, what a buzzkill. The video's freezing. Anyway, yeah, so it's a pretty crazy video. Like, Nico goes over to that weight there, takes it, rips it up off the floor, and then presses it overhead, and he's lean, he's looking great. He's not lean, I mean, he's healthy. He's a young kid. He's 115 pounds, he's strong, and his whole life has changed because of this, and that's the coolest thing. So here's my question, and give me a yes in the questions box, give me an I, whatever you like. Would you like to be one of these success stories? Would you like to start burning serious body fat, upgrade your energy, and look years younger? If yes, give me a yes. Say yes. Ian says yes. Tammy says yes. Jane says yes. Mary says yes. Mark says yes. Dave says yes. Greg says yes. Andy, yes. Sarah, yes. Amy, yes. Beth, yes. All right, oh, cool, guys. All right, so here's the hard way, and this is what I did for almost 10 years. You're choking down health foods, protein drinks, protein bars, health bars, pills that you think are healthy that are probably making you more fat and less healthy. Can easily spend $3,600 a year on this stuff. And I've had clients that come to me and they're spending way more, $300, $400 a month on shakes and health foods and bars and supplements. You can get even more strict with your diet. That just leads to more frustration, starvation, deprivation. You can get a gym membership. Chicago's CrossFit alone, over $2,400 a year. I thought it was $200 a month. Someone told me now it's like up to $250 a month. It's ridiculous. You can do dangerous extreme workouts, high risk of injury, doctor's visits, lab testing, books, wasted time trying to figure out how to do it alone. Cost me over $100,000. That's no exaggeration. It was well over six figures for me to get that stuff figured out. So here's my question. If all this did was show you how to quickly lose 10 pounds and keep it off for good so that you feel happier and more confident, would it be worth it? If all this did was dramatically increase your energy so that you wake up in the morning, you're excited to jump out of bed, and you don't have to rely on stimulants to get through the day, would it be worth it? If all this did was teach you exactly what you should eat to melt fat and fire up your metabolism so that you burn fat faster and get off the sidelines and into the game of life, would it be worth it? And if you answered yes to any of those questions, like, I really encourage you to put yourself in the position of the people that you've seen succeed with this stuff and imagine yourself as them, because you can do it. It is possible. You just need the right information. So when I was putting together this program, I had two choices. The first option was to just go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many of these things as possible, but it wouldn't really incentivize me to stack the value, and it wouldn't help you get the best results possible. The second option, which it requires a little bit of a higher investment, but in exchange, I can devote more resources to guarantee your success. I can give you guys the same resources that I give clients that are spending $8,000 plus on this stuff at a fraction of the cost. So here's the question, and this is what you really have to ask yourself. How important is this to you? What is a better body and more confidence worth to you? Like, ask yourself, what's it worth to you? How much would you pay to be able to lose 10 pounds or more and keep it off for good? We have clients that lose 25 pounds in 2 months, even more than that, and they keep it off. That's the big thing. Like, don't rely on the testimonials and the hype that you see on the internet, because a lot of times those people lose weight and they just gain it back. So it's like you're looking at this snapshot in time when what really happened with that person. Like, if you follow up with them, did they really keep off that weight that they lost? Probably not. Our clients keep it off, and they lose it, and they keep it off for good. So what's a better body and more confidence worth to you? Is it, is it 5K? A lot of people spend $9,000 on, well, anyway, we'll get into that, but 5K, 10K, more. I mean, how much would you pay to finally shed those nagging health issues that are weighing you down? How much would you pay to get that foot off the brake? Imagine what your life would be like with more energy, better sleep, a happier tummy, and a brighter mood. My journey, as I mentioned, cost me over $100,000 and lots of lost time. But I feel better than I've ever felt, and I'm in better shape than I was in my 20s. And you can see why people are paying us $8,000, even up to $15,000 for these advanced strategies. 1 year, let's kind of look at some of these other options that people explore, and a lot of our clients have done before they come to us. 1 year of traditional weight loss program, like you see a bunch of the popular ones, $7,600 a year, easy. And that's kind of the floor. I went and checked some of these options out, and like they're crazy expensive, especially once you invest in the program. And then you got to get the food that they recommend. It's outrageous. Liposuction, hips, outer thighs, and butt only. So just going to your hips, outer thighs, and butt, you're paying $9,200 per visit. A mid-range treadmill, like a decent treadmill that's not going to shake around and fall apart on you, $9,845 on Amazon. A personal trainer for 3 times a week, and this is like a mid-range decent personal trainer, $15,600 a year. Like a personal trainer, any personal trainer worth their salt. The really good ones in Chicago, $150 a session. A mid-range trainer paying $100 a session if you buy a package. 3 times a week, that's $15,600 for 1 year. Just 1 year. Gastric bypass surgery, $22,000. So you can see why this is a good deal when we're talking about $1,638, but it's just $497 for the general public. So if you come to our site, you want to get this stuff, and you find the package, if we have availability in the program, you're going to pay $497. But because you're special and because we want testimonials from people like you, we want people that we can add on and that want to become a part of our success team, that can share their story and inspire other people. You can get started now for just $197 today, or just 3 monthly payments of $79. We also have 6-month financing available. And what you do to get started is you open up a new window in your browser and you go to healthblueprintwebinar.com, and it'll take you to a payment options page. And when you go there, you'll be able to choose between a one-time investment of $197 that saves you like $40, or 3 monthly payments of just $79. So you can get started today for just $79. And then on top of that, you can use your credit card as a tool, as an investment tool to do this, where most credit cards, the minimum payment is like 2 or 3%. So if you make a $197 payment and you're like, look, I don't have the money for this right now, I've got a little bit of availability on my credit card, and you put $197 in your credit card, and you just make the minimum payment so that you're able to use this to increase your energy and find ways. I mean, you can make $197 easily. You pick up a couple hours working at a restaurant, you can make $197. But let's say you put that on your credit card and you make the minimum payment just until you're able to use this to increase your energy and with more health to make that money back. Your minimum payment would be $3.94 a month. So $197 on a credit card, $3.94 a month. Like, is it worth $3.94 a month for you to be able to lose weight, to lose at least 10 pounds and keep it off for good, especially when it's guaranteed, which you'll see in a little bit. Like, or you can break it down, monthly payments is $79 a month. It's like there's so many ways for you to do this. The 6-month financing tool allows you to make no payments and pay no interest for 6 months, and I'll show you how to do that. So it's like I wanted to make this as easy and painless as possible, and to do that, go to healthblueprintwebinar.com now and check it out. Make sure the page is up and working, and check out the 2 different payment options. Look at the different things that we've got going on, and pick which one is right for you. So here's a quote that I really love from Tim Ferriss. He's a 3-time #1 best-selling author and angel investor. He says, "For all of the most important things, the timing always sucks. Conditions are never perfect. Someday is a disease that will take your dreams to the grave with you. If it's important to you and you want to do it eventually, just do it now." So now you have 2 choices. I had 2 choices. Now you have 2 choices. Your first option, do nothing. And don't take this offer, don't take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. And again, I'll get to that in just a second. The second option is make this small investment today compared to all the value you'll get in return, and give it a shot. You've seen how this has helped men and women like you all over the world, and how it's helped them overcome issues that have held them back for years, even decades, and it can help you do the same thing. To get started now, I want you to go to healthblueprintwebinar.com and just check out the packages. You don't have to invest if you don't want to, and to be honest, it's up to you. I'm not worried about the money. I want to help you if this is something that you want help with, and I know that this information is more effective than anything out there, and that's why I want you to get it, because I don't want you to waste any more time buying books that collect dust on the shelves, taking action on information that's inaccurate, eating foods that you think are healthy. Like if you had any idea of how much money most people waste on food that they think is healthy, or protein shakes that they think are good for them, that are making them sick, that are making them fat, it's obscene. It will blow your mind. Like this one-time investment, or if you do $197 and you make the little minimum payment on your credit card, will save you hundreds of dollars. Like you'll see very quickly that you're able to, with the money you save, you can just pay off your credit card using that, and you'll be back to a positive place in a positive balance or a zero balance within a month. Like I can assure you that. All right. And if I can't lower your body fat and help you feel years younger, and if I can't save you money by identifying foods that you're eating right now and all these places that you're probably spending money that are not moving you towards the direction you want to go, then I don't deserve your money and I don't want it. So here's why you don't risk a penny. We have a 100% money-back guarantee, and here's how that works. You sign up today and you give the program your own personal test run. If you don't get real results, or if you don't feel the program lived up to our promise for any reason, I don't care if it's 59 days, 23 hours, or 59 minutes from now, just let me know and we'll give you your money back. So here's what we do. Like, I really want you to get results. And if it's something that you're serious about and you're like, look, I just need the right information, I'm going to provide you with that information. All I ask from you is that you take action on the information, because a lot of times when people are signing up for this, they know that what's holding them back is a lack of action. It's a lack of accountability. And if you're like, hey, look, it's not for me, blah, blah, I'm going to say, hey, all I ask is that you take action on it. Give it 28 days. I'll teach you how to do it for 28 days. I'll help you implement it in the most effective way possible. And if you do it for 28 days, working with me and following the recommendations that I give, if you don't get results, or even if you do it and you just follow through and you're like, hey, still not for me, I'll give your money back. I don't want it. Like, that's the way the guarantee works. So all you got to do is just take pictures of your food, check in, and let me know your results. Whether you get, I mean, if you want, you could even lose 20 pounds and then say, hey, I still want my money back. I haven't had anybody do that. It'd be kind of uncool, but you could do that if you wanted to, as long as you followed through and taken action. That's all I care about, because that's what's holding so many people back is the accountability, the lack of accountability, and the lack of action. So here's the real question. Is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? To go to the healthblueprintwebinar.com. Do that. Do it now. And so is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out, which, if it even does half of what I've claimed today on this training, will help you lose at least 10 pounds of fat where you need it most in your most challenging trouble spots and keep it off for good? Is it worth it? So again, here's what you're going to get to recap. And this deal is good for another 23 minutes and 40 seconds. That's how you can get the $497 program for just $197 today. You're going to get the 60-day rapid fat loss email coaching. These are the exact emails that we send to our $5,000, $8,000, $15,000 coaching clients, a $497 value. I'm going to help you uncover your hidden health issues, a $300 value. I'm going to give you the exercise blueprint to help you burn more calories in less time, a $247 value. You're going to get a customized calorie and macronutrient targets that are built just for you, so that you know exactly how much to eat, what foods to eat, all of that. So it's crystal clear, a $200 value. You're going to get the 7-day weight loss kickstart that helps you get that momentum right away so that you dive in, you're burning fat, you're feeling incredible, a $97 value. And that's helped people lose 20 pounds in 14 days. Like, imagine yourself losing 20 pounds in 14 days. Now, some of you may not need to lose that much. Some of you may need to lose a lot more. And wherever you're at, that's cool. This can help you do it. You're going to get the Social Life Fat Loss System that brings this all together. So after you've gotten some great results, we can transition you to the Social Life Fat Loss System and say, hey, here's how you incorporate this stuff. Here's how you make it a healthy lifestyle program that you can do long term, that you can actually stick with. $150 value. And you're going to get my favorite supplements that accelerate fat loss, $147 value, bringing the total value today to $1,638. And now is where you get started. Open up your browser, go to healthblueprintwebinar.com, and get started now. You deserve this You deserve to lose weight. You deserve to look and feel the way that you want to look and feel. You deserve to wake up in the morning excited and energized and positive and ready to take on the day. And all of that can be yours, and it will be yours if you have the right information and if you take action on it. And that's what we provide you with in this program. So earlier I promised I was going to show you how to get thicker, more beautiful hair, skin, and nails, and secrets that you can use to slash pounds of fat and build rock solid lean muscle at the same time. I also promised that I was going to help you boost your body's most powerful anti-aging hormone by 2,000%. And to do that, here's what you do. Researchers at Intermountain Medical Center Heart Institute found that men who had fasted had a 2,000% increase in their circulating HGH, human growth hormone. Women who were tested had a 1,300% increase in HGH. If you would like to get these same results, can you imagine, like HGH is the same anti-aging hormone that many celebrities take, that many athletes take to help improve performance, to help them stay lean, burn more fat. You can get similar results just by making strategic tweaks to your diet and your nutrient timing, and I'll show you how to do that. And I'll tell you exactly how many hours you want to fast, what foods you want to eat, what foods you don't want to eat. If that's something you want, I'll provide you with all of those strategies as well. So for the first 50 people, here's what we're going to do. The first 50 people to take action and head to Health Blueprint webinar and get started now are going to get the Fast Action bonus number 1, how to get thicker, more beautiful hair, skin, and nails free. Also going to get Fast Acting bonus number 2, how to slash pounds of fat and build rock solid lean muscle at the same time, included free. Everybody else has to pay for these. Fast Acting bonus number 3, how to heal your gut if you have gas, bloating, stomach distension, diarrhea. Any of those signs and symptoms of digestive issues, this is so key to get your gut healed and start to rebuild your gut microbiome and repopulate the healthy bacteria in your gut and get rid of the bad guys. And it goes so far beyond, like, this is way more than taking a probiotic or like eating yogurt. It's not even funny. Like, so many people are eating probiotics that are doing absolutely nothing. They're just flushing money down the drain every day. There's only 2 probiotics on the market that I even recommend to my clients, and it's probably not one of the ones that you're taking right now, just playing the sheer numbers game based on how many probiotics are out there, and most of them just don't work. Fast Acting bonus number 4, my 3 pills that spike your metabolism and help you burn more fat even faster, included free. These are the same pills that I take when I'm getting ready for a vacation or a photo shoot or any event where I need to look my best, and I recommend them to my high-end clients when my models need to get ready for a big gig. I help them with those, and it's strategies that they use too. And you can get all of these if you're one of the first 50 people. All you got to do is you go to healthblueprintwebinar.com. So open up a new tab now in your internet browser, or open up a new internet browser, whatever you need to do. You can keep this open if you want. If you know you want to close the webinar, just pull out a pen and paper, write down healthblueprintwebinar.com so that you've got the URL. Close the training presentation, head over there, get started, get signed up, send me a message, let me know you're in, and I can't wait to get working with you. I really want to help you get this stuff handled, and I know we can do it. You just need to know what to do, and I'm going to help you do that. I'm going to guide you every step of the way so that you're crystal clear on all of the things that it takes to finally get the results that may have escaped you. And the total value of all this stuff, I mean, it's priceless. This is your health. Your health is the foundation of everything. It's the foundation of your relationships. If you're happy, if you're more cool, calm, and collected, if stress rolls off your shoulders and you're more patient with the people you love and your coworkers, if you have more energy and you're able to earn more money and be more effective at your job, your career, running your business, whatever you do for a living, all that stuff is priceless. And it all starts with your health. Yet so many times we spend our lives compromising our health to gain wealth, and then we have to spend all of the money that we've made when we finally lose our health trying to get it back. And at that point, it's too late. Now is the time to take action. Like, you can't take action yesterday, but you can take action right now. And getting this stuff in order is the key to getting your life where you want it and looking, feeling, and performing the way that you want and the way that you frankly deserve. So I'd mentioned earlier, you can also make no payments and pay no interest for a full 6 months. And we have that option using PayPal credit. So here's how you do that on healthblueprintwebinar.com. So go there now, and when you go to the page, you'll see a Buy Now button at the bottom. It looks like this with the big red arrow pointing to it. Click on that Buy Now button, and it will pull up PayPal credit, which will allow you to invest in today's program and get it without making any payments and paying. So you'll make no payments and pay no interest for a full 6 months. So let's say we mentioned earlier how you can put $197 on your credit card and pay like $3.90 a month, paying your minimum payment. And then you'll make your money back just saving money, not wasting it on supplements and protein powders and all sorts of stuff that you're buying right now that you probably think is helping you that's not. And then you can pay that back. But let's say you don't want to do that. Let's say you don't want to make any payments at all. Click on the PayPal Buy Now button at the bottom, and you will make no payments and pay no interest for a full 6 months. And then at 6 months, by then you'll have saved plenty of money, far more than the $197. You'll be able to pay it off. And by then you'll probably want to get involved in the one-on-one coaching program just to keep things moving, because you'll be so excited with how you look and feel. And like, this stuff's addicting. It gets really exciting. Like when you realize that you can change your body and a lot of those results that had escaped you are possible, it's like, wow, how far can I take this? How good can I feel? How much can I, how toned and attractive can I make my body? Like it's really exciting. It's fun. It's pretty cool. So step one, open up a new tab in your internet browser right now and go to healthblueprintwebinar.com. Check it out. You'll see the different payment options. You can choose the one that's right for you. Do you want to save $40 and get started for $197? Do you want to make a small monthly payment of just $79? Or do you want to make no payments and pay no interest for 6 full months? Click the PayPal financing option, and you can do that as well. So plenty of different options to make this affordable for everybody and really feasible to do. So go there now and check. Make sure the page looks like this. There should be this image up there. It shows the $1,638 value crossed out. You've got the $197 price that is going to be available for the next 15 minutes. And again, as I said, you can make 3 monthly payments of $79 if you prefer that, or we got the 6-month financing available. So here's what the page looks like. Go there, check it out. It should say at the top, congratulations, your life is about to get a lot more awesome. And then step number 2, select your package and fill out the short checkout form. It takes less than 60 seconds. We accept all major credit cards, and we offer 6 full months of PayPal financing, as I've mentioned. And then once you're done filling out the checkout form, click the Submit Order button. And as soon as your enrollment's complete, you'll immediately receive an email from me with instructions on how to get started. Make sure you check your junk or your spam. I see some people are already getting started right now, which is awesome. I'm excited. I can't wait to work with you guys. Make sure that as soon as you sign up, you check your junk, you check your spam, and if you use Gmail, you check your promotions tab, because sometimes the email training modules can end up in there. And you want to add me to your contacts list. So add Anthony at thehealthblueprint.com and support at thehealthblueprint.com to your contacts to make sure all of my emails end up in your inbox, because you're not going to want to miss any of these, and they're all important. Each email shares a vital tip that's a critical part of your progression in getting this stuff handled. So yeah, make sure you do that. So you can get started now for just $197 today, and there's everything you're going to get in the top left: the 60-day rapid fat loss email coaching, $497 value, uncover your hidden health issues, $300 value, the exercise blueprint, $247 value, customized calorie and macronutrient targets. I'll help you calculate your calorie sweet spot. You'll know exactly how many grams of fiber, protein, carbohydrates you want to eat to burn fat, $200 value, the 7-day weight loss kickstart that will help you lose 7 to 15 pounds in just 2 weeks, $97 value, the Social Life Fat Loss System that helps you make all this stuff sustainable and fun and enjoyable long term, $150 value, supplements that accelerate fat loss, all of my favorite supplements that help you burn the most fat in the least amount of time, $147 value, bringing the total value today to $1,638, but you're not going to pay that. It's one-time investment of $197, or you can make 3 monthly payments of just $79, or you can make no payments and pay no interest for a full 6 months using PayPal financing. So to get started, choose the option that's right for you. You go to healthblueprintwebinar.com. You'll see the 3 different options there. If you still have questions, you can stick around after the webinar. I'll try to stay and answer some of those live. If you're watching the recording, you can send in I would recommend you just send a text message to 847-989-3743, and that's my personal number. I'll be able to address any questions or concerns that you have if you need those before making the investment. But if you want the bonuses and everything, make sure you take action. You've got another 12 minutes before all of that disappears and before the price increases. So I want to make sure that you guys are able to take advantage of that if that's something that will be beneficial to you. So if you're having trouble ordering, text your order to 847-989-3743. Yes, that's my direct line. Make sure you do that before the timer ends, and I'll still honor the discounted price. That is my personal phone number, so please be respectful of that. But I want to make sure that there have been times in the past where people have tried to order, and for whatever reason the payment processor wasn't working, and they had to jump on the phone with me, and I did it manually for them, and that's totally cool too, and I'm happy to help you with that if that occurs. But otherwise, you should be all good. Going to www.healthblueprintwebinar.com, choose the package that's right for you, fill out the simple checkout form, and then click your submit order button, and you'll get enrolled. And then just make sure you find my email, add me to your contacts, and you'll be able to get started right away filling out the health assessment and getting this stuff figured out, and we can start getting you results within the next 24 hours. So now we'll open up the floor for Q&A. And answer any questions that you guys have got going on. And yeah, so we mentioned all the payment options. We covered all of that. And what we'll do is for the people that are on the recording, we'll probably mute it, just because sometimes these are individual issues that pertain to the people on the live call, and that's one of the benefits of the live call, is that you're able to ask me things that specifically pertain to you. But if that's something that you know will really help, and you've got some serious questions, get involved in the coaching program. Start here, try it out, see that you can get some results in advance, and then let's talk about working one-on-one. You can, if you think that you may want me to coach you one-on-one and help you with this stuff, where I'm the one that is looking at your meals and guiding you. So like some people just, I mean, frankly, some people just don't like to read, or they're like, hey, I'm really short on time. I need someone that can just tell me what to do. I want to be able to jump on Voxer and communicate with you. I'm in the car a lot, or I'm traveling a lot, and it's easier for me just to say, hey, what do I do in this situation? And they want me to be able to give them a quick answer, and that's the way the coaching program works. So it's all custom tailored. I provide you with everything you need. You have a world-class expert in nutrition, physiology, and functional medicine, someone that's done this with men and women all over the world just like you, and helped them get results that have escaped them for years, and I want to help you do it too. So if you want to apply for the coaching program, again, just shoot me a text to that phone number. It's 847-989-3743, and I'll get you an application form. I'll send you a little video that talks more about the one-on-one coaching program that I do with a lot of the high-end clients you saw in today's video, and you can check that out. And if it's something you want to apply for, cool. And if you want to get started today with the webinar coaching program and the 60-day challenge, then let's do it. Go to healthblueprintwebinar.com, choose the package that's right for you. It lets you get in. Again, you can pay less than $4 a month, making the minimum payment on your credit card. Throw it on your card. You'll save the money. Just cutting out a lot of the bars that people are eating that are not good for them, and eating the right stuff, getting rid of the protein powders that are garbage and have a lot of ingredients that are holding people back, and realizing finally like what foods are going to help you lose weight and what foods aren't. Like one thing, God, what are some foods that a ton of clients eat that I often say, hey, let's hold off on that for a little bit, if not forever. No, I mean, really, realistically, nothing's forever, because the Social Life Fat Loss System lets you eat. It teaches you how to incorporate foods where you can eat anything you want if you really want to eat it, and have it have a minimum impact on your health and weight loss. But a lot of times clients come and they're like, hey, I'm eating really good. I'm eating like, I'll wake up, I'll have like fruit and granola bar, or, like a banana granola bar, or yogurt for breakfast, quinoa for dinner, salad for lunch with like X and Y, and I'm like, oh God, all right, yeah, I can see how you're not able to lose weight, and then they're eating almonds for a snack, and like it's just all these things. Like there's foods that are healthy, there's foods that are that will help you lose weight, there's foods that are healthy and will help you lose weight, and that's where this program exists, is the intersection of those two types of foods. And oftentimes where people are eating is foods that they think are healthy that aren't going to help them lose weight, and that's what happens. It's not what we don't know that holds us back. It's what we think we know that's incorrect. It's what we think we know that's wrong. And when we're taking action on information that we have assumed or believed to be true, and when you realize that that's not the case, and you take action on the right information, everything opens up, and those results that you've been unable to achieve for a long time come easy and they come fast, and you deserve to have that happen. But I can't do it for you. You got to go to healthblueprintwebinar.com. You got to pick the package, and you got to get started. And as soon as you do, you'll have an email from me. It'll provide you with your health assessment. You can get right into figuring out what's going on, what's your foot on the brake, and you'll get feedback from me on that. I try to get to those as fast as I can. It depends on, how many new clients we take on. Sometimes it takes, 24 hours. Sometimes it takes a week or so. And I just want to be upfront about that. But while you're waiting on your results, you'll have the trainings coming, and you'll have access to the Facebook group. You'll be able to ask questions, and you'll be losing weight, and you'll be making progress, and you'll finally have that clarity that you've wanted, but haven't gotten up to this point. And it's not your fault. There's a lot of bad information out there, and that's the unfortunate truth. So get started now. Go to healthblueprintwebinar.com. Get the $197 package, get the $79 package, get the package that's basically allows you to make 0 payments and pay no interest for a full 6 months. And let's dive into this. Let's do it together. I want to help you, and I can't wait to work with you. I'm seeing people get involved. John, Terry, Tammy, Aaron, Jane. Great to have you guys on board. I can't wait to work with you. It's going to be really exciting. We're going to have a ton of fun, and I want that for you too. So if you're still waiting to pull the trigger, dive in, check out the page. You don't have to invest if it's not something that you want to do. Cool, but don't let the finances be an issue, because if it's financial, you don't have to make any payments. You don't have to pay any interest. You can do it. You can put on your credit card and make the minimum payment, which is less than $4 a month, and it's that easy. And then you'll save the money and you'll pay it off. And you'll be good, but your mood will be brighter, and your tummy will be happier, and you'll have more energy, and you'll look better, and you'll be more lean and toned. And with all of that stuff, you can't imagine how many opportunities will open up, how much better your quality of life will be. Things that you didn't even think were possible become possible, and you deserve that, and I want that for you. I think everyone deserves that, and especially you. So get started now. Go to healthblueprintwebinar.com, and that pretty much wraps it up for today. I'm going to answer any other questions here in the questions box. We've covered most of the payment options and everything like that, and yeah, I'm excited. So I can't wait to do this. I appreciate you guys taking the time to be here today, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Can't wait to have you as a part of the program. And if you want to apply for the high-end one-on-one coaching program, send a text message to 847-989-3743 and just say, hey, what's up, Anthony? I'd like to apply for the one-on-one coaching program and discuss possibly working together. We'll get you a questionnaire that will tell me a little bit more about you. We'll set up a time to talk on the phone, and it'll be cool. And if you want to get started now with the webinar program, you get access to all of those emails that I send high-end clients without the one-on-one investment. Go to healthblueprintwebinar.com, choose the package that's right for you, and let's get started. All right. What else? Seeing if there's anything else we've got going on here. Yeah, I think that's all I've got for today. If you guys are good, I really appreciate your time. It's been great to hang out with you guys. You've been really cool and fun, interactive, and I can't wait to see you and work together one-on-one. So thanks again for your time. Have an awesome night. Remember to go to healthblueprintwebinar.com. Write that down. You've got another 3 minutes and 30 seconds to take advantage of all of those bonus offers. There's still we still haven't had 50 people sign up, so you can still get those free bonuses on how to get thicker and more beautiful hair, skin, and nails, how to slash pounds of fat and build rock solid lean muscle at the same time, how to heal your gut and get rid of those digestive issues, and my favorite pills to accelerate fat loss. You can get all of those things along with getting the $497 program for just $197. And yeah, it's incredible. So let's do this. I'm excited. I appreciate your time. Thanks for hanging out, and have a great night.